Grace Ogawa. I'm better known in the fandom as Agent Elrond. I come from a tiny little town in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. And I'm an artist. I draw, I write, and I put them together and I make comics too. So that's what I do, and I just try to have fun.
And why Anthrocon?
Anthrocon is special to me. I mean, it's the biggest furcon in the world, but it's special to me because it was my first furcon, and I actually went because a comedian that I admire greatly, who I'd done like fan art for and stuff, and we'd had sort of email correspondence, and it was because of him that I first came to Anthrocon. And it was really a life-changing experience for me, so I've tried to come back every year, and it's hard flying across country for it, but for me it's always been worth it, and I've made so many friends here, and I actually get a pretty good amount of business, so it's a win-win situation, and I just love it.
So you drew this piece right here?
Yes, I did.
And how long would it take you to do a piece like this?
That piece I cranked out in about a week, but that was, it took probably, I'm going to say, about 14 hours, maybe 15, and I would sort of work 1 to 2 hours a day on it. It's all colored pencil, so you have to go over it again and again and again to get the really smooth shading. But yeah, it's about a week's worth of work for most of these.
These are your books right here. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Yeah, these are the Tobias comic books. They're about this character. His name is Tobias Leander, and he's not quite a cat, not quite a rabbit, not quite a kangaroo, but he's sort of this mad combination of animals, and he just kind of bounces around and fixes problems. This one, Tobias and the Golden Dragon, there's a dragon that's eating the mice princesses, and so he goes to the dragon and sorts that out. And this one, he helps a rabbit who's about to be expelled from her magic school. And it involves a griffin. It's pretty crazy.
So how long did it take you to do one of these comic books?
This Golden Dragon took me, I'm going to say 2 months. This one I did in a month because I had a deadline. But yeah, they're 30-page comics, and it takes about a month. That's the raw work, just doing the artwork. Writing these, it's a good 2 weeks to write the story out, so that's ahead of time. And then after I have the raw pages, because I build the books myself, I have to scan everything in, set them up. I use Adobe Illustrator, and get them all lettered and then proofing. So it's a good 5 to 6 months process to get a book done, which is actually crazy fast for publishing, but because it's just me, I can get it done.
So what got you into doing the artwork, writing the comic books? What got you into doing that?
I've always been a storyteller. I'm told by people older and wiser than myself, mainly my mother, that I was writing stories before I could read. I would dictate stories to her. So that's always just been in me. I've always loved to draw because I've always had things in my head that were so wonderful and amazing, but they didn't exist in real life. And drawing was a way I could kind of bring them into the world and show them to other people and make them a little bit more real.
So what would you say to other artists and other writers and illustrators to encourage them into going forward in the work that they're doing?
I would say you have to be honest and sincere with your work. You have to do the things that are important to you, because your work will not be important to everyone automatically. But if you do work that's important to you, you're guaranteed it's going to be important to one person at least. And people are aware of that sincerity, that honesty, and once you start putting your work out there, that's another important thing, put it out there so that people can see it. If you're honest and sincere when you start putting your artwork out there, that will attract the like-minded people, the people who will like it. And you have to be careful, because the minute you get successful at something, it kind of snowballs. If you have a little success at one thing, it'll tend to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you don't know what's going to become successful. So just make sure everything you do, you love doing, because you don't want to get stuck doing something you don't like. And that just kills everything.
And where can we find some of your work at?
You can find me online on DeviantArt at Agent-Elrond, like the elf, played by Hugo Weaving, .deviantart.com.
Good.
My own personal website at Goldeen Ogawa, that's GOLDEENOGAWA.com.